Tri-State Audi. Visit your Tri-State area Audi dealer today. A dominant performance for the Knicks tonight in Game 5. Mitchell Robinson, plus 19 off the bench. Jalen Brunson, his best game of the series, goes for 39 points. Hits that three right there. Also had 8 assists. And the Knicks roll over the Hawks, 126-97. That's a scene outside MSG as the Knicks now lead the series 3-2. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito along with Wally Zerbiak. So, Wally, the Hawks led 4-2, and after that it was lights out. The Knicks defense, especially in that first half, was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I just think everyone that saw the floor, you mentioned the bench's production. That is just a sign of how connected this locker room is. And this locker room had a really tough game in Game 4 where their all backs were against the wall, a lot of pressure on the coaching staff. They came through with flying colors in Atlanta, carried it through into this one at home. You're at home in front of your fans. This has been a good home court team, 30-10 all season long. They took care of business big time. Now you got to go to Atlanta to try to finish this series off in Game 6. You're playing with a little bit of house money, the fact that you can try to steal a Game 6 in Atlanta. But Atlanta's going to make some adjustments. Their fans are going to be ready, and they're going to try to get this one back to MSG for a Game 7.
Game 6 is Thursday. If there's a Game 7, it's back here in New York on Saturday. Knicks, after the first quarter, up 35-22. At the half, they were up 64-48. They got 64 first-half points, even though they took only 8 threes. Second fewest total in terms of three-point attempts for the Knicks in any half all year.
Yeah, no, but that's because that's what the defense is giving them, honestly. Like, Jalen Brunson has taken whatever the defense allows them to be at attack mode, and Karl Anthony Towns has completely unlocked his game by being aggressive when they guard him with smaller defenders. In that first half, they were trying Kuminga on him, they were trying Daniels on him, and it was just too much size, too much strength. Mitchell Robinson.
Alan Hahn just said the Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. And after watching Jalen Brunson put on a masterpiece with 39 points to lead the Knicks to a 126-97 blowout over the Hawks, taking a 3-2 series lead, I am starting to believe him. I know it sounds crazy. I know the Celtics are still the favorites in the East. I know the Knicks have not closed out the Hawks yet. But what we saw in Game 5 was not just a win. It was a statement. And the statement is loud and clear. The New York Knicks are for real. And they are not stopping in the second round. Let me break this down for you because nobody else will. The first 2 minutes of this video show the Knicks post-game crew breaking down a dominant performance. The Knicks rolled the Hawks 126-97. Mitchell Robinson was a plus 19 off the bench. Jalen Brunson went for 39 points and 8 assists. The Knicks led 35-22 after the first quarter. They were up 64-48 at halftime. And they did it all while taking only 8 three-pointers in the first half. 8 threes. That was the second fewest three-point attempts for the Knicks in any half all season. And they still scored 64 points. That is not a team that relies on the three-ball falling. That is a team that can beat you in multiple ways. That is a team that can win when the jump shots are not falling. And that is a team that is built for a deep playoff run. Wally Zerbiak said something that really stood out to me. He said that everyone who saw the floor contributed. He said the bench production is a sign of how connected this locker room is. And he is exactly right. The Knicks are playing for each other. They trust each other. They have bought into whatever the coaching staff is telling them. And when a team has that kind of chemistry, that kind of belief, they can beat anyone. Jordan Clarkson came off the bench and got buckets. His defense has been really good. Deuce McBride hit big shots. Mitchell Robinson dominated the glass. The second unit came in and broke the spirit of the Atlanta Hawks. The starters got the Knicks off to a good start, and then the bench came in and put the game away. That is a luxury that most teams do not have. The Hawks, on the other hand, looked defeated. They looked like they had no answers. Wally also talked about how the Knicks' defense completely stopped Atlanta's transition game. The Hawks had only 4 fast break points. 4. The Hawks are one of the best transition teams in the league. They want to run. They want to push the pace. And the Knicks took that away from them completely. The Knicks dominated points in the paint, 60-42. They dominated the rebounding battle. They dominated second chance points. And when you take away a team's transition game and force them to play half-court basketball against a set defense, you win. The analysts also talked about how the Hawks started the game with a different defensive matchup. They put Nikhil Alexander-Walker on Brunson. They put Dyson Daniels on Karl-Anthony Towns. And the Knicks adjusted immediately. Towns was aggressive when he caught the ball around the basket. He was dominant. He finished with 16 points, 14 rebounds, and 6 assists on only 7 shot attempts. That is efficiency. That is unselfishness. That is a superstar who understands that his job is not just to score, but to make his teammates better. Alan Hahn asked Towns about the assists, and Towns said he loves when his teammates succeed. He said it is an honor to be a component of that. That is the mindset of a winner. That is the mindset of someone who cares more about the team than his own stats. And that mindset is contagious. Jalen Brunson had been struggling with his shot coming into this game. He was only shooting 42% in the series. But in Game 5, he was 15 for 23 from the floor. He was efficient. He was aggressive. He got to his spots. He hit tough shots. He also had 8 assists. And the reason he was able to do that is because Karl-Anthony Towns has been so impactful in this series that the Hawks had to adjust. They had to stop double-teaming Brunson. They had to respect Towns. And when the Hawks stopped sending doubles, Brunson went to work. Wally Szczerbiak said it perfectly. He said the Hawks are searching. They are trying to figure out how to stop this Knicks team. And right now, they have no answer. And that is a terrifying place to be in a playoff series. When you have no answer for the opposing offense, when every adjustment you make is counted, when every player on the other team is playing at a high level, you lose. The Hawks are losing. And they are losing badly. Now, the series shifts back to Atlanta for Game 6. The Hawks are going to be desperate. They are going to be at home. Their fans are going to be loud. They are going to throw everything they have at the Knicks. And I still think the Knicks are going to win. Karl-Anthony Towns said it himself. He said the toughest game is the win that ends someone's season. He said the Knicks are going to have to be even more desperate. They are going to have to execute at a higher level. They are going to have to play one of their best games. And I believe they will. Because this Knicks team has been through adversity. They have been counted out. They have been criticized. And they have responded every single time. Wally Szczerbiak said the Knicks have to go into Game 6 on a mission to finish this one off and get to the next round. And I think they will. I think Brunson will have another big game. I think Towns will continue to dominate. I think the bench will provide a spark. I think the defense will continue to stifle Atlanta's transition attack. And the Knicks will close out the series in Game 6. And then they will wait for the winner of the Celtics and the Sixers. And here is where Alan Hahn's prediction comes in. He said the Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. And I think he might be right. Because the Celtics are struggling. They could not close out the Sixers at home. They are dealing with injuries. They are dealing with inconsistency. They are dealing with a Joel Embiid who is getting healthier every game. And if the Sixers manage to upset the Celtics, the Knicks would face Philadelphia in the second round. And the Knicks match up well with the Sixers. They have the size to bother Embiid with Mitchell Robinson and Towns. They have the guards to stay with Maxey. They have the depth to wear them down. And if the Celtics survive the Sixers, they are going to be tired. They are going to be banged up. And the Knicks will be waiting. The Knicks have home court advantage over Boston. They have the best home record in the Eastern Conference. They have a crowd that is going to be absolutely insane at Madison Square Garden. And they have a superstar in Jalen Brunson who has proven that he can carry a team in the playoffs. I am not saying it is going to be easy. The Celtics are still the more talented team on paper. The Bucks are still dangerous. The Sixers have Embiid. But the Knicks have something that those teams do not have. Chemistry. Belief. A connected locker room. A coach who has them playing the right way. And a fan base that is starving for a championship. That combination is powerful. That combination can overcome talent. That combination can overcome injuries. That combination can overcome anything. So, here is what I think happens. The Knicks close out the Hawks in Game 6. They advance to the Secon D round. They face the Celtics, who just survived a 7-game war with the Sixers. The Celtics are tired. The Celtics are banged up. The Knicks steal Game 1 in Boston. They win Game 2 at home. They go up 3-1. They close out the series in 6 games. And then they go to the Eastern Conference Finals. And from there, anything can happen. Hahn said the Knicks are going to the NBA Finals. And after watching Game 5, I am a believer. Subscribe to the channel if you want real playoff analysis. Not the doubt. Not the Knicks are going to blow it narratives. Just the truth about the hottest team in the Eastern Conference. And comment below. Do the Knicks make the finals or am I crazy? I read every single comment. Now let me know your thoughts and get ready for Game 6.